Heavenly Father, thank you, Lord, for all that you've given us. Thank you, Lord, for your blessings, your goodness, and your mercy. God, you're a good God, and everything we have, we give you the praise and the glory for it. God, I ask you, Lord, that you be at this meeting. I pray that you guide it with wisdom. I pray that you be at the commissioners, Lord. I pray that you give them the wisdom to lead this county and to where it needs to be. Pray, Father God, that you continue to give them strength and protection, and help us, Father God, to grow and grow closer with you in everything we do. Thank you, Lord, for all your blessings, and you pray, Lord, for continual protection. In Jesus' name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Aaron. Hey, sir. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Okay, good morning.
Recording in progress.
It's like a rap song.
Good morning, everyone. This is Wednesday, January 21, 2026. This is a regular scheduled meeting of the Nicholas County Commission. One of you guys like to join?
Do we have any public comment, Patty?
No.
I'll make a motion to review, waive, and approve the minutes of the January 2nd, 2026 meeting as presented.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
Upon review of the exonerations as presented by the Nicholas County Assessor, make a motion to approve accordingly.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
Upon review of the estate and fiduciary matters as presented by the Nicholas County Clerk, I make a motion to approve accordingly unless otherwise noted.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
Upon submission of budget revisions received from the elected officials and department heads, make a motion that the commission take action as deemed necessary.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
Upon review of the invoices as submitted by various departmental offices, I make the motion to take the appropriate action as deemed necessary.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Moving down to terms of offices, do we have anybody for any of those?
Motion to table the Parks and Rec.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Health Department, anything on that?
I'll make a motion to table that as well.
Okay, motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Now we'll move into our 9:10 a.m. We have Attorney Evan Dove, I'm assuming,
Yes, sir.
for counsel for the petitioner for a road closure in Huffman subdivision for Robert Hudnall.
My address.
Yes.
Commissioners, as you all are aware, at this point, hopefully a petition has been sent and is verified pursuant to Chapter 713, subsection H. This is a matter of a petition for a road closure concerning property owners Robert B. Hudnall Jr. and Laura L. Hudnall. This is a unopened section of Old Gully Street within the defined terms of the survey that should be attached to the petition. Ultimately, this commission has previously declared abandoned and closed a second part of this road, and this road has never truly been operated for commerce or other purposes of travel for citizens of Nicholas County. This is also a subdivision in which the unopened section of the road will run directly through the lots of my clients, and due to the fact that the topographical area of this is essentially running straight up a hill, the odds of it ever being operated as a road are slim to none. Concerning the petition in this matter, we have ultimately provided notice pursuant to the statutory code through both the first-class service to all of the abutting and surrounding properties, and we have also put a Class 1 legal ad, which we have confirmation for, and a sworn affidavit within the Nicholas Chronicle, which is run for the appropriate statutory period. Based upon the prior history of this property and the other section of the road which the county has already closed, we would ask that the commission grant our petition and then an order to be entered thereafter for the permanent closure of this road.
And for quick clarification, so it appears that, of course, this is what we have already agreed to the abandonment of.
That is correct.
This is what you're petitioning today.
That is correct, sir.
Okay, thank you.
But there is no description or anything on this bypass road, correct?
The description should be attached to the petition of a long form But if it is not attached, I have a copy of it here. There's a survey description, exactly what's going to be closed.
Not what's going to close, what's going around.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the bypass, no, that's not being closed or affected in any way.
But it is also not described.
As far as the Whisper Road,
Yeah, yes. Is there a designation in there for Whisper Road? Because
As a right of way.
if we close this, I want to make sure there's something in the order that keeps this open.
So they're not landlocked.
there is no landlocked. It is an open county road that goes through right now. As far as the property itself, yes, there is a right-of-way and open road that is granted to, I believe, the Department of Highways that goes through there as well.
So that's a state-maintained road?
To my understanding, it is.
Are you Mr. Hudson?
Yes,
Is that state-maintained?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I called my brother, but he won't answer.
How,
What road is it? Like,
Whisper.
where's it at?
I don't know exactly.
Whisper
where.
Road, and it's in Mount Nebo.
Out 129?
Yes.
Yeah.
That little subdivision after you drop down the hill on the right?
That's
Yes.
my understanding, yeah.
That's state
Would you,
maintained.
Yeah.
would you like to see a photo of it?
I used to plow that.
Did you?
Up to Mr.
That's-
President.
It's probably the best results I can get.
Do you want to see his photos?
I do, but just, let me give me a second. Okay, so my question is, or my statement is we don't have an issue with this as long as this is maintained open.
That is correct. And we're not asking for that section to be affected in any way. And in actuality, based on the county's prior order, what the county would be closing today is already a dead road. There is no access to it right now.
Right.
Right. He's got the one right here.
Do you want to say something?
We would like to say something. And that's
If you'd state your names for the
Wait,
record,
wait,
please.
just,
Sean Groves,
Angel Groves, and we are the adjoining property owners.
and what we have in question is where the closure would be abutting up to our edge of our property. Where it would be.
Because the road is up to them.
the unopened road.
No, there's a driveway that, we understand from the map, but it's, when you come around to the abandoned, around the front part of the property, as they're discussing, where it ties into Whisper Road, the boundaries of where that's going to be closed down. And may I approach that to show you, if you have a picture of it?
Yeah, and if you could bring that with you, yeah, so we can see, that'd be good too.
Which property is yours?
Yeah, in relation to the survey. let's
Because
say.
it's not listing you at all, so that's fine.
It should be, 49 is me.
And so.
Right here, right here.
Yep, that's
Ralph
where it said
Winter.
where it comes in.
The
Huh.
guy from Ralph Winter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the picture adjoining.
And here's the picture of the adjoining. This is Whisper Road here, and where Mr. Hudnall's wanting to close, is this part here that's clearly on his property. The only thing that would affect me is where this is deemed closed.
Right here at the corner.
Yes,
No, you're the highlighted.
I'm the highlighted parcel.
Right, but you're this parcel right here.
Yes,
So
49.
right there's at that corner. It doesn't affect yours at all.
Right, but what they have as the corner is here. What there was original survey, and there's a pin hub over. I don't know if I got a picture of the pin hub that puts this corner more over here into here. But there was a pin and driven down here in the road right here, not this over
Okay.
here.
Like that's a reference to the pin of the road or something.
There's a hub over here. I don't know if I have a. And it's got the surveyor state number, but, we have no dispute with Mr. Hudnall. It's just this area right here
Understood.
that would affect us going to here.
To
That part
yours.
road. Yeah.
But it really wouldn't affect you.
Huh?
It really wouldn't affect you. The closure is
He's
just,
saying that this, the way they have it now is this is like kind of over here.
Yes.
So it's gonna, with that pin being here, it's gonna restrict access to their driveway.
There is a rebar hub here with a number, and it's so many feet off this rebar to the corner of the pin, not here. As long as this is accurate and you go off of that pin, that does not, that, just having access right in here is what
Right.
we're looking at.
Right. Well, that was the question, this road, which would be
Here.
this road, that
Here.
road?
Mhm.
Like I said, his driveway's right here, the pin is on the other side of it, so it's not here, it's actually here by that.
By this
Yeah.
by this picture, yes.
So when he found the pin, it was over here, which blocks off their road, it sets it further up.
Unless it could have been a pinfall. Well, really, that would come down to
A survey.
the surveyor.
A surveyor.
Yeah, and because, you know, he's went in there and probably laid this out originally. I don't, wonder who laid out the, do you have any idea who laid out the neighborhood?
My iPad's dead. Honestly, not right off.
Mr. Hudnall, did you get your that road closure surveyed?
Yes.
And I guess
Yeah,
that's
and that's actually that right
who
there for the
that's who
second
said,
part.
yeah, that would be, that, I guess, the mark that that's what I'm going off of, but there's a hub pin rebar with a orange stake here. It's got a ASI number or whatever here. So many feet off of this pin is where the corner map is. So, yes, we
You know,
we are not disputing
that pin
this.
should be the corner of your two properties,
Okay.
that right there. So wherever that is, if it's correct or if it isn't correct, it is for your two properties. Now, you might have found a pin up here that was showing a 30-foot right-of-way, because they did mark that as 30-foot. You know what I'm saying?
We've read that. We just don't want anything closing down to, cut us access off here. If it's, we want it to be along the property boundary. So, I mean, but as far as this part, no.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is along his property boundary according to this road.
So we would have to get a survey.
Or just, work with Wayne and have his crew come out there and show you what would be yours. And if there is a question, he could always run the survey.
Because on the one map, the road is one us. If you look at the top, you can see the road.
Here's the road. or
Very
whatever.
top.
So this would be
It's a
this.
light gray.
I mean, I know originally this was done first, and for whatever reason, they were asked, he was asked to join us, but he didn't.
Because
So
he
I don't
has
know why.
I wanna go
cameras
like
at the
this.
top.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I do
orders,
too.
like I said, it just comes down to.
And then I get it
as long as
so,
nobody has-
for me to be able to see it, sometimes it gets so granulated that I can't
Yeah,
see.
you'd be fine.
We're good on
Well,
that.
it looks like what this is happening here
Just
is,
gotta go around.
this road would have normally been right through here, but due to the
Have y'all
the
ever been out there?
terrain.
To Mr. Hunley's property,
Oh, okay.
you can't put a road through there.
Right, right. I
mean,
think we
yeah.
discussed that over here because there's rock
Yeah.
cliff or something
Yeah.
here. So it's really just following this is just kind of the bypass.
Okay.
It's like when you're on a four-wheeler and the butthole gets too big, you go around it.
So we just need to have.
It doesn't affect you according to the layout of all this. It's just where the pin is on the ground.
Yeah.
That's where you might have thought your property was over here, but it might actually be back here. You know what I'm saying?
Either way, or somebody thought it
Yeah,
was.
but
yeah.
what we're looking at is only closing on his two parcels.
That's fine with
Yeah.
me. As long as it,
That pin's 15 feet up the road, and it blocks that whole, that driveway, it's already cut in there.
if that, it's,
That's their concern.
our concern is,
So paper-wise, they're good to go. Reality-wise, where does that pin lie here or
And
here?
exactly, because even if this would actually be over here,
Understood.
you don't have the right way to go in there anyway. You'd have to work out something with you. Do you see what I'm saying?
say that one more time.
If you thought the property line was here, or here, but they have it over here.
Like if the original owner had the
you're
driveway
actually
slid
crossing
down
is like
far.
your driveway.
We
might be-
didn't put the.
That's what I'm saying, you
Yeah.
didn't put it in.
Yeah.
Probably this winter guy did.
And if he was off 10 or 15 feet onto him, then that throws
This,
you in position.
Mr. Hunt, I'm assuming that Mr. Hudnall put this in, and I think he should, to make it more easier, to slip it down the hill. We, this guy didn't put it in, this was an undeveloped lot, not just woods, and we just cleared it. And where we should, I guess, clarification for the property line here, because if the corner is here, Well, I guess it's a property corner dispute, I guess, or
That's-
for, need, not
yeah,
dispute,
yeah,
but
because-
clarification.
Because the only thing we're gonna go by is the survey,
Right.
which is showing the parcels are on Mr. Hudnall.
Mhm.
So we can only take his petition up to his property line. It wouldn't affect you unless you said okay. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So then you just have to really find your corners, and you may have to work with Wayne Acord's group to
Or
get that.
another,
Yeah.
The county road.
What's that?
So normally, like,
it's in his property.
yeah, so if it's, this is the road, you go to the middle, this neighbor gets this neighbor gets this. But if he's neighbors of both, then he just gets both. That's the way, gets the full right of way.
So
So
the
it, so
key is
you
where
have to
that corner
split it
is.
between the neighbors and the right
And
of way?
Wayne should have dropped a pin there, right?
If there are two
Yeah.
separate
Wayne should have
owners,
dropped a pin right there, right?
Should be.
however, this is showing he owns both sides of the,
At all?
What's
Is
that?
there a
Petition
pin over
area.
here at all?
He doesn't own ours.
Just that stake.
That's
the
what
hub-
the
hub-
survey's
the
referencing.
survey's- and then there's one up here up here at the corner, there's one back here, there's not one on the front corner. But since that was in the middle of the road, you can't do it, but from that 2 or 3 years ago, whenever this happened, I called Acard, and with the ASI number or whatever, then he
you're
said
right.
70 feet over his property corner,
No.
which there was aluminum nails
Did you approach?
in them. So I feel that I'm fine with that.
As long as that lines up.
As long as that.
Sure,
runs,
yes.
What's the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
This road right here, okay, so the van, it would normally have come off this and then picked it back up over here. So somehow they built it right around here. So if we abandon this, we need to say something in the order, this is abandoned as long as this.
to recognize.
Sure.
Okay. That's the only thing I want to make sure of.
Well, frankly, we've already said this, this was, we've already done this, but the board that has to catch it up.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I guess the next thing is, where is this up there? And you go actually onto the property. Like, where is that physically? They have two different
Yeah,
locations.
well, they'll have to have the surveyor show them that, because literally we can't. So,
Yeah.
okay. That's what we did before.
This area, now we're looking at this area.
All right. You have anything else?
No, sir, I just have the actual ad and the affidavit, which I can hand to the clerk or submit later on. What would you all prefer?
Yeah, just submit to Lindsay.
Clerk?
Is that our copy? We need to make a copy.
That is the, I don't have it, I don't need it any further.
Okay,
The,
so yeah, that'll just be attached to the record.
Do you want to make a motion that we abandon this? However, this is abandoned as long as this is recognized.
Yeah. Do you have a copy of the petition?
I do.
We're shuffling so many documents back and forth.
It's okay. There's an
Thank
entirety
you very much.
with the letter attached on the front. Should be one letter.
He's gonna do a motion that we abandon this as long
Have you
as
reviewed
this
this?
is recognized as the replacement.
Okay.
And I think any costs, if there is a cost for a survey to come out there, that should not fall back on you, because you're not requesting that we close it. Yes.
But it's a property dispute.
Could be.
Once that takes place, but just come out and show me where the pin is.
Well,
shouldn't
honestly,
fall
I
on
don't know
you.
that we can rule on that. I don't know that we can. rule
Yeah, I
on
don't
that.
think we can either. It's, but as long as it falls within his property, that's what we're doing, and that's what it does.
But who tells me where this is?
Has to be a surveyor.
Is that gonna cost me money?
Yeah.
Would it piss you off if somebody was closing down the property? and
I've
they
had to pay for
you?
3 surveys on one property to prove my boundaries before.
Yeah, but if I was shutting it down and making you do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but
we're
the
basically, we're initiating something that's requiring that.
But the property line didn't move.
Understood. But who's gonna show me where that is?
Well, they should have a survey.
And who's gonna call, who's gonna pay for that? I mean,
Well, there should already be an existing survey.
Well, and then a pin should be there so they can find, right? That's my thing. All right,
I wish I had my iPad or I'd pull their deed up and see if I could find a attached survey, but I can't find a freaking chart.
understood. That's my only thing.
Would you read the petition over real quick, please? Second page. Matt Banker's calling me. Yeah.
So I wonder where he understands that corner to be versus where they understand that corner to be. That's my curiosity.
Do you have any iPad chargers?
On the seat,
Yeah.
I think mine's still in.
Man, that's gonna delay. I'm sorry, let me get mine. I'll tell you what, is it referenced? No, it doesn't. I was just saying, I was page, I just go get a copy, but that's the former. Patty, could you find the clerk, please?
Where's that one you just had? The other one?
The little one?
The sub.
What's in this stack?
It doesn't, it's not giving any reference, other than,
Yeah,
and
that's
other
actually a
than
better
the
survey
footage.
that you have, yeah. Council.
You don't have a printed out of this subdivision, do you? In maps or anything?
Let's see.
It's Huffman? Yeah.
That's, your council.
Yes. Bobby's going
I'm gonna get you a book of paper real quick, Bobby, come and grab it real quick. Well, let me see if it's a that survey.
Mr. Hudnall,
Oh, yeah. If you- I
were
can-
you there when the survey was done?
You're right.
The most recent, one, when Mr. Acor came out and done
Not
it?
the day it was done.
Okay, are you familiar with the pen on the corner that we're talking about?
Yes.
Do you have, I mean, can I see your photo for a second? I just have a curiosity question here. The one that shows the actual, this right here. Yeah, just curious on this.
Can I?
Yeah, just curious on this, is it, get myself orientated here, is it where like the little man is, or over on the other side? Where does, what do you believe that pin falls? The corner? There's like a little green man there. Is it closer to that or closer to the other side of the
Oh,
road?
close to that,
The little man?
yeah. And when I had it resurveyed 2 years ago, I believe, it hit, the pins were still there. And they put in additional, they put new ones in. And then I went up a couple of weeks ago and put stakes and orange ribbon up that property line along the road. Now, I've had that place for probably 40 years and that road's always been there. But there is a pin on the other side. But that's that little, little square right
Okay.
there corner.
So it's your understanding that by eliminating this, that does not restrict access to their property
no.
through that road? Okay, just basic on understanding.
And my understanding concerning the legal side of it is that that access way does in
sorry.
fact go over onto my client's property. It's a property boundary dispute of ingress and egress.
That's what we're trying to figure out here
It's-
right now.
It's not a roadway access, it is a singular family that is using it for ingress and egress for the purpose of their home. So as far as the definition of road, it wouldn't meet the definition of commerce and activity traveling to and from.
Understood.
But that's the situation.
Just like I said,
Bobby, the map page.
Can I ask Mr. Hudnall a question while we're here, or is that, or?
yeah, okay, Rob.
On this one, Mr. Hud, that's the hub that's over here, right?
Hmm.
And when you got it done 2 years ago, there was a pin driven in the road with a nail with orange ribbon or pink ribbon down in here.
That wasn't, I don't know where that came from.
Oh.
I haven't seen that one.
That's the one I was in, and then it sits, and then the corner is, the corner of this top property is right here.
Maybe
Maybe you and I could talk about something later with maybe some joint access and to the road or.
No, I don't want, I've got into that before. It was-
Yeah,
you guys-
that's what he's pulling.
And I don't mind you, you seen those stakes I put there with the orange ribbon?
That's where I think that it's, yeah, yes, I did see your
Okay,
mistakes.
and I put that there,
found it in map book 5,
just
page
to
10.
find that, and I don't mind you using this to access your property, but I don't want to share the thing because
64.
If you don't, well, if we could put something in writing where I could use this to get to this property, I will gravel and upkeep the road.
just, you can act, it would be okay to use that while you're building something, but not a permanent
Okay,
access road.
so I guess what if I would want to determine this corner here, because
Yeah,
like I
because-
did see a aluminum, I'm gonna call it a pin, but it's a nail that was driven in the road with the thing, and I'm happy, if it's here, I'm good with it, if it's here, I would,
Well, the survey shows this and then this one over here, and then it goes up that. Use this one.
So it will, closing this right away will actually restrict access to the road, and then we're at a property, boundary or a corner dispute, right?
I think we're at a corner dispute if it's going along the boundaries.
Correct.
If it's going around the boundaries now of his
See,
property.
I have access to mine up through here. My road, my access borders this property line here. And I'm getting, from what I understand, you're thinking this is the corner?
I'm thinking that this is there's the corners here and then it runs diagonal to this.
See, this corner here is closer to this in here.
I would like, okay, that'd be fine by me, but I would like to determine that correctly. I
Well,
mean,
there's a survey that does determine that.
I need to know, where is that point at?
It's right there in the ground. There's a
Okay.
pin, there's a point right there.
I have not seen the rebar pin there. If it's, I'll look. I have seen, what I'm assuming is this pin here is over on,
Yeah, it's over here.
is here. And then with the reference off of that number there, so many feet from this pin in this direction is where the property corner is.
That's this right here. That's my property corner.
Okay, that's where I'm
See,
saying this.
there's the road. And I went down and put a stake where this corner is, and then run the stakes all the way up to here.
I seen where you put the stakes
But
at.
this road is on my property,
I want to.
and that's what the survey shows.
The stakes were based on, with the surveyor,
Yes, he's got a
corner pin?
corner pin here, and I put those metal bars up through there and put orange ribbon on them just to better define it.
I'm in no dispute of where these. I know where this pin is, and it's just I did not see a rebar pin here, inconsistent. It's a roof bolt, a metal roof bolt is what it was driving.
Well, that's
It's what.
typically used.
Yeah, that's what's up here and up here. I never did see a pin here. I seen this pin is over here. Then, and I could be wrong. And it's this pin right here.
This is rebar, this is railroad spike, this is iron pipe.
All right.
I think something there even has a shotgun shell on it where they can have a good point.
I have no idea on that part. But thank you. And that's.
Bobby's pulling the map, their deed references.
Wonder if this would be that. Here's the road.
too. He's basically,
Yeah.
so if you look right here, you're 10, 11, 23, 24, I believe. He's nine. And so right here, this is the one from 71. It actually already references, there already is a reference of that road basin from back then to change it. So that's good.
So that guarantees the right of way.
For the order.
Yeah.
And it does appear to basically come, I mean, they add a little bit of a curvature in actually to accommodate the road, but it could be a straight shot.
But it is empty right there in the corner.
Yeah.
I think. Am I 9 and Mr., I'm 9 and
Yes, sir.
Huntley's 10, 11, 12 or whatever, you know, I mean, I agree with, it's just, well, with this one, then it's down here on the other side of the, this is not up here.
All the time.
Where's,
This corner here is lot 10.
Yeah, it looks like what they're doing, Sean, is they're bringing this around to here and curving it. So this would have just emptied straight, but still, you still have the same corner.
Well, it goes from this point to this point to cancel this out, so the road just becomes like that. This right now.
okay. I guess I'm just in question of that corner right there, and I mean, that's it. I mean, because, I mean, that part won't, this side doesn't affect me in any, the lower half. Here, or anything, this way.
Well, the key concern is, does Lot 9 have access to public commerce road? And Gully Street runs the entire length of the property. So past his property boundary is what we're trying to
Understood.
close.
Yep.
Now, if there's a current road that's there right now that is past those property boundary lines that was built, that's an ingress egress ejectment dispute between parties, which I'm sure they can work out without suing each other. So.
It's not gonna come to that or any kind of lawsuit or anything.
Right.
It's just clarification.
On the corner.
From the information provided, I will make a motion to approve the abandonment petition as presented and as researched and provided to me from legal counsel. Any boundary or right-of-way dispute is not under the capacity of the commission. It does have to be circuit court or a survey matter. And so, I mean, back from 71 to 2023, this does appear to line up. And unfortunately, the right-of-way matter is just not something that we appear to have authority on. So I'll make a motion to approve the abandonment request as presented, and hopefully things can get lined up from there.
There's a motion on the floor, is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. It doesn't look like it affects you, but I would give Mr. Acord first.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Even to reference that one corner even or something. And then if, Mr. Dove, if you prepare an order,
Yes, sir. I will also.
including reference to the,
I will attach the description of the survey and also state that the purpose of Whisper Road going into Gully Street is to remain open and is not affected by the commission's order in any way.
yes, and even if you want to reference that, that's book 5, page 10.
Book 5, page 10.
Yes. Map book.
I was holding it.
You done with that?
Yes.
Okay, we're good. They'll write this order up as it is, and I would go see Acord Survey, get a clarification. Maybe one of the guys will meet you out there that did it, show you everything. But it follows clearly by the property line.
That's why I was trying to.
Of the survey.
So we eliminate this, but as far as this, we don't have any say. Yeah. So if that happens to be here, or here, or there, whatever the case is, for that is out.
Okay, 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Take a break for 5 minutes. Okay, we are back. We have Mike Moore, our maintenance director, would like to bring up a couple things.
Good morning, gentlemen. So I met with legal counsel and Jeremy Collins from Alpha, and we went over and changed wordage and verbiage on his contract for the sidewalk project. If y'all would like to look that over and tell me one way or the other, I'd appreciate it.
Has he and this is kind of beyond this, but has he come up with a schematic yet on how the lines will be laid?
Yes, we did that.
Okay.
Yep.
Does he feel
So
like
will it be
this?
in small loops, one big
Yeah, I
continuous
forget
loop?
the exact dimensions on it, but it was like 1.5 inch space in between 2-inch line.
Mhm.
So like it's just a continuous loop, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So one in, one out?
Yep.
But we'll still have our connection for expansion?
Yes.
And
That'll
it'll all
just be
be set up in
catfalled
a
down there.
position to where people keep telling me electric hot water tank's not gonna be enough. But it's gonna be set up in a way where if we have to switch to a boiler, we'll
Absolutely.
have the connection.
Yeah.
I would imagine, that's one to make
It's
sure.
a million BTU hot water heater, like it'll be fine.
Unless half the sidewalks, then half the sidewalks not. Once you get through that,
We'll be fine.
at least you can walk up half of it. But no, I'm just kidding, but just in case, just in case. Those are my only concerns other than.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to
You
the
guys
boiler
good with this,
company
right?
whenever we do those upgrades.
That's what I thought.
Everything we have to change, you change.
All right.
Article 5.
So we're still looking at 50% down on the execution of the contract?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
To
Well,
what?
we're not pouring concrete right now.
So, and that's fine, we can change that, but we got like 8-week lead time on this flagpole. He wants to go ahead and order his specs. I mean, if y'all wanna drop it down to 25, 30%, something like that, so
I'd
we
be more comfortable.
get stuff that we have to order.
I'm not adverse, but I just,
That's just his boilerplate thing that he does.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna change.
I think that ought to be just.
20%.
No, I think it ought to just be on stored materials. He can bill for stored materials.
well, that's
And
even
then-
more,
and then-
yeah.
And then the labor part of it, once he's 30% complete, he can bill, or bill monthly, something like that. But 50% upfront's not. Yeah, but so
for this
once-
time of year.
Once he does stored materials, he can actually show us the stored materials, take a picture and bill for it.
Yep.
That's what I'm.
Word that, Harold. Change everything.
I agree with it. Do you agree, Commissioner?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. President's recommendation. So with that amendment, I'll make a motion to approve and sign and solidify the proposal sidewalk renovation project bid from Alpha Construction of Summersville, West Virginia, with the clarifications provided by legal counsel before signature.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion is carried.
Thank y'all. All right, next thing's update on this plumbing renovations that we're doing. Tax office is complete, we're out of there.
good.
Hallway's complete, we're out of there. We're currently putting in a 2-inch water line on the side of the courthouse over here. That should be wrapped up today. I already have our backflow prevention valve ready to be hooked up. All of our fixtures are changed except for a vanity in the tax office. We had to order it from Lowe's, so it's coming in. Main bathroom downstairs should be finished up by the end of the week. Partitions are going in there now. So deadline's 25th of January, which is this Sunday. We should be done probably Friday evening or Saturday morning. Now, on that, y'all had mentioned painting the tax office. I got you a quote from SQP. It was extremely high, so I found another company. There's another quote. And this one is just labor, and the county would buy the paint.
Okay, Summersville business, Nicholas County business. Do we have a Lowe's Pro account for the commission? I'm cheap.
Well, I
That
don't,
was just smart.
I don't know. I don't know if you can
I
get
bet you
one on
can.
tax exempt card. I'll ask about it.
Should be able to.
Yes,
Probably
you
should
can.
be able to.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, because contractors can still be tax exempt and get it, and then they
Like, I
have to pay
had
tax
one,
later, but.
You know,
Right,
yeah,
right.
I'll check into it.
Or see if they do for reimbursement, because, I mean, I've seen paint go 20% off sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's-
Has the staff down there told you any idea on collars?
I didn't, no.
I think we let Mike deal with that.
If you also talk to Jason, who runs the paint departments for all the Lowe's in this area, they'll probably work a deal for you guys because you're with the city.
Okay.
All right.
No, you don't have his number, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
We have this as well.
That's good.
No,
Oh, that-
Jason.
Any questions?
No, but I think we should table till we move on.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
fine.
we're gonna say,
Yeah.
once the move takes place, if we do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, because we would want to move a lot of stuff out. Yeah,
Make
so,
it a lot quicker and easier.
yep. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, Mike.
Thank
And
you.
I gave him one on that, so,
I'll get back with you, Mike. Y'all have a good one.
all right. Now we'll move on to Ms. Major.
Good morning. I am here to make a recommendation or proposal of increased permit fees
You good?
to the county commission for approval. As per code, the permit fee increase, immediate release was posted in the Nicholson Chronicle. It was also sent to the State Register on December 2nd. And the comment period has since passed. There were no comments. And so we, I think Erin just gave you a copy of what we were proposing, the new fee schedule B. And just, if you have any questions on that. Yeah, the increase is of 4%.
That's what I was gonna say, 4%
Just
across
across
the
the
board.
board.
Across the board.
Is that enough to cover your costs?
Pardon?
Is that enough to cover your costs?
Is it ever? It will certainly assist with covering the cost of transportation, sanitarians' time, all of those factors. And the last time that the fees were increased was probably about 8 years ago. We did come before you all in July of 2025, and that was essentially because they updated to eliminate statutory caps on water pollution permit fees. But that was really all that changed at that time. There weren't any substantial fee increases across the board.
So, on your sanitary, I guess you break it up into departments, and that's what you call your sanitary department?
Environmental.
Environmental. So, where is your, what do you bring in versus what you pay out? What is your deficit? Now, when I questioned your accountant, she showed it as a positive, and I could never see that. So, now you're saying this still doesn't cover, so where is your number? Where's your gap?
I'd say the majority of the gap, is obtaining the late fees. We have difficulty obtaining those, so that puts us behind on the budget. In addition to the time that the sanitarians take in doing septics, and also with re-inspections. We've had several re-inspections where the sanitarians have to go out repeatedly. We can only bill for one time. We do have a re-inspection fee, which we have proposed to increase on.
Where's that at on here?
Over here on
I think it's now
Bottom
150.
line.
Yeah.
bottom right. Yep, over in there.
right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of times, as Kim has said, when Dakota and I go out, this county's a huge county. So I get scared because sometimes I don't know where I am. But a lot of times we'll go out and sometimes you can't find it, or a lot of times there are people aren't there where we can talk to get information, and then we have to go back and forth. So when you calculate what our hourly fee is, plus gas, plus mileage, an hour out, an hour back, however long you're there, that adds up to a lot of money. So, and before, when we were charging a reinspection fee, wasn't even covering the cost of gas. So that's where we were losing money. So, and this year we've run into a lot of unique situations. Super 8 was one I never expected to deal with, and we have a lot of sewage issues that are family disputes. So it requires me going back and out a lot of time and surveying and asking and figuring out and getting samples. So the other thing is that we have problems with when we get water samples. Because of where we are in the chain from either Beckley or from Charleston, we can only do it Monday through Wednesday, and if we don't get it there and mark it at a certain time, it never gets to Charleston in time, and so we lose money on it, so we have to pay for it again. So that's where we're running into those kind of things.
So how do you make up for that? Yeah, I mean, can you, I mean, I know a lot of what you do is by code, but could you not have into your contracts or whatever you do that if it's the fault of the landowner or not anything that's your fault, there's an extra fee? Now, if it's your all's fault, then obviously you eat it.
Right, and I mean, that's something that we could look into, but that's gonna take legal counsel and working with the state as well to ensure that we have the authority to do that.
But generally, as a health department, we can, even if the state sets a certain level for fees, we as a health department can change those rules and also change those fees associated with it. So we have that authority. How far, I'm not really sure.
I don't see an issue, except that probably just needs to be more.
Well, I mean, you know, if anything, we were here summer of last year. So I mean, you know, just keep willing to be reassessed with us and stuff like that. But I mean, you know, personal experience, our sanitarians are extraordinarily important. And so, you know, I mean, we need to make sure we're keeping enough funding to afford everybody, frankly.
And I will say with the new Airbnbs coming online and the fact there seems to be more people coming to this area because of what you can do here. I was very busy my first year. Dakota's been here for a while, but we stay very, very busy. And there's some days that you just go from morning until way past and they're closed. So we want to make sure that we get everybody, people that work here, support them in their business because it's kind of like their Christmas season prep, and keep them going so we can keep other people going. So we know there's a trickle down effect.
Yeah, like Dakota was at the Craigsville Pizza Hut on Monday. We were closed, but we received a complaint of a roach infestation. So he went and took care of that.
Now,
So just all those
do you charge for that? So you just have to go regardless of?
Because it's a complaint.
Because that's more of a public safety, probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you find
But
that,
if they, but they are shut down.
I was gonna say, if
So
you
will we
find
have-
something, do you write a violation and can
Yes,
you
so
charge for that? Do you
When we
get-
go back out, we do for a reinspection.
So that'd be
fee.
the reinspection.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we have to also have certified letters that go out, which cost, and we have to make sure they're delivered, sometimes they come back, then we have to work with the postmasters to get addresses, so there's a lot of investigative work, more than you would think, to get an address. But, so there's a lot of time that we spend doing this, trying to make sure we get it to the right people, follow the right process, so we can get the money and get it corrected.
And we have the right information.
So I'm 100% in support of the fee increases. I think there are a couple of things. I mean, are these businesses required to update their contact information annually, biannually, every 3 years, 5 years? That way that would reduce that. Secondly, I know when I opened up the restaurant, I won't say that the health department was a hurdle more than it was a fear. Didn't know what to expect, didn't know anything else, and I suggested 2 years ago that there be a partnership where you know, you go out and proactively provide classes. I mean, like we have folks who want to open up these food wagons and things like that. I would have gladly paid for that information and came in and said, hey, you know, I'll pay $50, $100. You can kind of explain to me what I need to do to, you know, kind of have things online and make it a proactive partnership. Maybe cut down some of the revisits on the backside.
Yeah, I mean, a
We
lot.
are working on,
Yeah.
we are working on developing a course.
Just basic, we'd never opened a restaurant before, so, yeah.
And landowners on septic.
Mhm.
And what the rules are
Yep.
according to that, because the last thing we want is for somebody to buy a piece of land and it not be big enough
Right.
and they not know.
Right.
So just trying to be proactive and providing that education to the
Yep,
community.
absolutely. Like I said, same with like a food truck, you know, what are the requirements? Do I still have to have a 3-bay sink? Absolutely. Do I have to hand wash? Absolutely. Things like that.
Yeah.
Just so they know, and maybe they go out and lay $20,000 into a, you know, the dream of their lifetime, and all of a sudden it's not built right because they built some specs they didn't know.
And you go in and look at, you're like,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
generally, I came from Fayette County
Mhm.
as well. But, so we do let people know that if you're setting up a restaurant, you can come to us. We'll walk with you, talk about your
Cool.
space. You're like, that's probably not the best idea.
Right.
Maybe you want to go over here.
Right.
So we'll do all that in the beginning.
That's awesome.
So that way they're ready
Yep.
when they come in.
They're well informed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maintenance.
The grease traps and all that. I mean, you know,
We
you
wanna
get
work
into
together, we're not-
commercial
Yes.
fire suppression. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a partnership.
Good.
Yep.
And I had a septic installer approach me, and I think he approached you as well.
I had a different one. than
Oh,
you did.
okay. But they had heard, you know how these things sometimes go, that no septics would be installed until after April going forward.
That's correct. It's a state thing.
So like right now, if they wanted to put a septic in,
And the reason for that, sir, is because once we get our first snow,
Mhm.
the water tables change, the soil structure change, so if you start doing measurements based upon what you would expect in a normal, regular season, they're gonna be off.
Mhm.
So if we install something and say it's good to go, come spring, things go back to normal, issues happen, it becomes our responsibility for putting it in. So that's why we don't do it during this time. And Rick Hertegs is the guy who runs it. And so Rick is the one that sends down the order, and this has been known for years.
so
like your
the
perk tests and stuff, is that
doctor,
what you're saying? Throws the perks off?
Yes, sir.
But what if you already
Dr.
have a-
Stewart told me that it only affected the perk tests themselves, and if we had good weather, they could still be performed.
Or if they've already have the perk test?
That was from last week.
Yeah. No, so with that, we don't do any new septics during this period, from November basically until April. Now, if there's a break fix, we'll work with them on that and get it in. But outside of that, we don't do any new septics until April.
And that's coming down from the state?
Yes, sir.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
I
Do you want to speak to that?
Yes, yes, we do.
Because he does a lot of
I
those.
do a lot of these, they're my businesses that's associated with this. I think somebody mentioned, Craig, you mentioned if you have a perk test, let's say you have a perk test prior in October.
Right.
Everything perks out good. I cannot set a system in if it's dry. You know, because now December, it was, beginning of December's not good, you know, right now it's not good. But that would reduce a lot of businesses' cash flows, and you're putting a hammer to the septic people, you're putting a hammer to me, you know, that.
And what we knew was that was December, specifically
Fayette County.
Fayette County, and
If
this
you
has
can
been
speak to
told,
that.
this has been told to us 2 years ago, that December was questionable, it was on the sanitarian, yes or no, but that January and February were a hard no, and we've seen that moratorium from the state in regards to February.
Yeah,
We've
wet-
never
wet.
seen anything through April.
Well, I mean, this is what we've been told as sanitarians being trained. Now, if we have break fix, now, I did have an installer call me about, and I said, I had to call him back, I said, I think you're a little confused. He said, no, this was approved in June. So if there's dry weather and the perk tests are already done and they haven't done anything until now, we get dry weather, we'll put it in. But any new perk test will not be done.
So you can't do a perk test from November to
Correct.
April, not put in a system.
Right.
And
So
you're
I think that's
telling
what the
them-
doctor was saying. You
Yeah,
can
you're telling them
install
you
You
can't
can
put a
install if
system.
it's already been
in
perked.
good weather.
Yes, yes.
Then you can't
Well,
set
that-
your house, you can't.
That would
Well,
affect real
according-
estate sales,
Well-
transactions, it could affect a lot of things.
So according to state law, you cannot build anything until your septic system is approved.
Correct.
Right.
So there have been a couple instances where I've gone out, there was a church, there were a couple houses, and I said, I just want to let you know, according to state law, until this septic was approved, by law, you're not allowed to have this, and I can have it removed. And I try not to because I think a lot of people, I had an older couple come in from Richwood yesterday. They said, well, we've got this and that, and I said, I just want you to stop where you are. I'm not gonna have you remove it, but this is what has to happen going forward. So that's set up by the state, not by the county.
Yes. But the removal would be I guess, a county enforcement that I would expect not to occur,
Right.
Yes.
It would be something that,
to be very frank.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But that is.
Because I mean, some people just don't.
I don't.
Yeah.
And that's why we're trying to have a septic class, so people
Yeah.
become more informed.
Yes.
And
That's good.
When I go out and talk to my installers, I'm like, hey guys, this is what you need to be aware of, this is what we need to do. And so I think it's changing the way I email and keep all my installers informed of what's going on, what's happening. So that's what I'm trying to do different so going forward.
And when you say approved, is it the septic permit approved per the perk test in the summer? Then they can start the construction, and once it's in, or are you talking about final installation? Are you saying that the system has to be installed prior to the construction of?
It has to be approved.
With the perk test.
With the permit, with the
Yeah.
perk test?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's reasonable.
Yes, yeah. We're not unreasonable people.
Right, and that, by no means to take that away from you, but yeah.
It's by code, so we normally have so much
Yes,
legal
Yeah.
room.
yeah,
Okay, that's what we understood.
yeah.
Well, and yeah, because I mean, we're talking about fees here, and a standard single family is $265 for the per permit fee guide,
Yeah.
and that's 6 months we can't do them.
Yes.
So that's counteractive to the
I
real
have a,
estate folks and also the department.
I have a thing I'd like to see. Let's set up a meeting with the installers, the people it's going to affect, like Sean, you, whoever the state person is making these rules, and let's all hash this out. And because we're getting complaints, and according to who I'm getting complaints with, you're not reasonable to work with. And
You what?
They're not reasonable to work with.
Oh, really?
And
I didn't receive that. I just had a question.
and you contradicted yourself, even standing here in front of me. You're saying that you're not going to allow it to happen, but you can only say the perk test can't happen, but you're not letting them install if they got a perk test all the way back from, like he said, from June, then it should be approved already, and they should be able to put it in tomorrow.
Well, the June one was before I got here, so I had nothing to do with that, so I have to go with what was approved.
Right.
But from where I am now, I have more control over it, and so I'm just going by what the state says.
Right. Well, we're going to fix that. So I would like you to set up something, and we'll all be there, and we'll all sit down, talk this out, and we'll figure it out, and we'll all be friends when we leave.
Okay,
Okay?
that's fine.
Because I'm not going to listen to the complaints I listened to the other day. I'm not. So, anything else?
No, is that, can we move forward on this, or are you saying?
Yo, this is fine.
Okay.
But I tell you what I would like to have sometime is an actual cost of what that department is costing you versus what you're bringing in. And then I would like to start working to get that to an equal. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to be a little bit of math, a little bit of numbers, but I'd like to see that, and maybe we can all work together to figure that out. Because, you know, your department's got to pay for itself, and this is one little chunk we could start. So, okay. Did we vote on this?
No, but I'll make a motion to approve the updated permit fee schedule concerning from the health department as presented.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Any discussion?
No, sir.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. You're good.
Thank
And then
you.
we'll work on the other. We'll find a form, a place to do it, probably at the park or something.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all.
Okay, Amanda, are we going in line with her, or?
Well, she out in the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here
Yes, thank you.
to help us with this.
These are for the Hinkle project. So whenever you're ready for those, we'll go.
Okay, we're here with Amanda Samar, and John Tuggle to talk about some issues.
Yeah, so which, do you want to start with
So
the,
agenda is first the Reconnect Project Grant Agreement Document Signature.
so we did get the grant agreement documents for the USDA project. Those just need to be looked at and executed. They've been looked at by legal. They've given their.
Mr.
green-
Stump.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Stump, definitely. He's given the green light there. USDA is anxious to get those back, so as long as you don't have any questions or concerns with those, once we get those submitted, USDA will sign that and send it back, and everything will be
Ready to go.
executed and ready to go.
Okay. You each have a copy of you
Yeah, there should be a copy. It's pretty thick with the.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those.
You have a whole big folder today.
Yeah, you have the, I just have, everybody should have the tables.
Yeah, so I will mention, because when the application was submitted, Commissioner Cole was the signatory. You'll need to remain the signatory moving forward. If you choose to change that, we'll have to do a new authorizing resolution for USDA.
So if the commission would just allow you to do the signing of that, that would be great.
That's
They like to put liability on me.
Yeah.
I know Garrett
That was a joke.
If you see a
That was
thing that says
joke.
personal on there, go ahead and sign it.
Yeah,
Don't mean anything.
yeah, not quite. I'm putting that on my books. We've already had that refusal put on books, haven't we? Not with, not with regional. That's all just, yeah. Everything, yeah, that's it right there.
Okay.
Everything I see is in order.
And I make USDA happier too. They'd have
And
to
just-
redo all that stuff.
And only he has to sign it, correct?
And then just a quick question while they glance at it there. Going forward, like when would we be looking to put out to bid for the financing of our half?
I want him to stay.
Engineering,
Have to
I
make
mean,
one.
kind of, I guess a regroup of where exactly we are in the process, just for our sake.
Sure. So we are working with USDA to figure out when they want to go through the closing of the loan portion of it. When they give us some more details on that, we'll bring it
Okay.
before you and let
Because
you
I think we
know.
had a deadline of 120 days after signing.
Yeah, but they haven't
So, I mean, we
brought
have
that
some
back
time.
up. Yeah, so we'll make sure that they give us some additional details on when that actually has to be executed.
Mm-hmm.
I think their main concern at the moment is the grant agreement, and then once the grant agreement's in place, then the project funds kick in. And I'd say that's when the rest of the moving parts will start to take place there.
Once the grant agreement's in place, they can shift the money to the pots where they need it to access it. And then they can start scheduling, closing or whatever.
And
It's like a
then,
letter of conditions always.
okay, well, yeah, I can see that. But I can imagine this closing will be about that high. We already are in partnership, for lack of better words, with CityNet.
Correct.
We haven't established the rates and stuff like that yet.
No, not yet.
Because really, that's my reason of asking about financing. I mean, hopefully some of our local banks will give us some good rates, don't get me wrong. But, you know, that would be a big condition in what the rates would have to end up being. You know, just like we was talking about with the health department, to get them self-sufficient, you know, we want to make sure this project is.
So the loan portion of this is just backed by the USDA. We still have to get a financier to underwrite it, correct? Or does it actually come from?
I think it's
It's
USDA.
from USDA.
Okay.
Well, half comes from the USDA and half is USDA backed loan.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will have to outsource, but it will be backed.
That was a question.
Yes.
Anita's already said 1%.
Hey.
You want to get that on record?
Yeah. I heard it. We got
You said it on record.
I just said on the record.
But anyway, so, I mean, any other concerns you all have, I mean, it seems prepared to me, and of course, Mr. Stump signed off.
Well, we sent it by your legal, so that's
Pretty good sign, that's right. So I'll make a motion to approve the USDA Reconnect Broadband Project Grant Agreement documents for signature, pending the approval of the other commissioners to keep the same signator to streamline the process.
Okay. There's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. Next.
Is the consideration of the Form 217 corresponding to the engineering contract for the Nicholas County USDA Reconnect Broadband Project.
Yeah, so that's just a lot of words to say the engineering contract between the commission and Thrasher for this project. This is, the way that this project is set up, there will have to be a specific contract for each individual budgetary line item. This is the engineering section because you're in the design phase of the project. Thrasher's currently working on phase 1, and they have gotten all the poles collected and the field work completed from Birch River to downtown Summersville. So that is the status of where they're at. They are moving. This weather has slowed them down a little bit this week, but they are moving along, making good progress, and they're working on submitting the permits and things like that. But that's where this contract comes from. So it's just your formal contract with Thrasher.
I think you emailed it to us,
We did.
but you don't have a copy of it.
The 217?
Is it in the packet?
Yeah, very last page.
And it's only 1 or 2 pages.
Yeah, very last
Not
page.
nearly as lengthy as the grant agreement documents.
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is our contract writer for RUS Forms 217, 245, and 835.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And it's just the regulatory forms for USDA. And you'll have to, the rider is basically just saying that the contract is between the commission and Thrasher, not USDA. USDA is not a third party. That's what that rider says.
The other engineering firm that did the work before then we switched, we still owe them?
Yes.
Do we pay them after the funds start moving, or could we pay them and get reimbursed?
It's really up to the commission. You could pay them and get reimbursed, or once the grant agreement's in place and those funds start moving, you can pay them out of the project funds.
Has that work been transferred to Thrasher to benefit from?
Yes.
It has.
Yeah, so they're aware of all the work has been completed and they've got the application and everything that was submitted.
Okay.
And really the other firm, wasn't anything their fault, but they're not doing the rest of it, so. they
Well,
just
yeah,
keep
just
asking.
as long
It's
as
about
the
2
work
years
benefits the
behind.
project
Yeah.
was kind of my only concern, but I see where you're coming from. This 217, I mean, it doesn't list the commission, it doesn't list Thrasher. It's just kind of like, looks like a standard thing to the USDA. Will there be a separate contract directly between us and Thrasher?
No, so Thrasher sent to, the ridership basically just says it's only between the commission
Right.
and USDA,
Mhm.
or the commission and Thrasher.
Mhm.
The 217 form that Thrasher sent is maybe like a 1-page document telling you that this includes for phase 1, and this is the section that this specific contract covers, which is from Birch River to Summersville.
And it says the
I mean, I know we
Rural
named
Utilities.
Thrasher, but
Rural Utility Services is not obligated to advance loans to the engineer. So there's, to your understanding, there's nothing that Thrasher's going to expect in advance of us starting to receive those funds, that the commission's
No,
going to have
they're
to front.
well aware of the process.
There's be a lead time, okay. I
Yeah.
assumed that, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
well aware of the process, so once the grant funds kick in,
Then
then they'll start to send
Transaction, okay.
invoices and we'll go through the process, just like we do any other
Yep.
project.
we'll make sure we were on the hook for anything in advance.
What's the first money in, the grant or the loan?
Typically loan
Loan.
is the first money, and we will confirm that to make sure that nothing's changed, you never know, but typically it's loan.
I think that's what
That's what they advised us.
Richard from USDA?
Richard,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he told
That
me.
way, if there's money left over, it's going to be out of the grant, not the loan. Yep, right.
So this specifically, consideration of the Form 217, but this is a contract writer 217, 245, 282. Should there be a document that's just the Form 217, or is this it?
There's that one, and then there's the 217, which is directly before that.
Because all I have is an executive order 14173 certification. And then this is all the terminology, general terms. Would you have that available in any way to
Yeah, we
send
can,
to us real
yeah,
quick?
we'll send it to you. Yeah.
Because I don't want to hold it up, but I just would like to see
No,
it.
we'll send it back over to you again, and if you have any questions, just let us know. But it's just a 1-page, here's phase 1, this is what they're gonna complete. And they'll give you, you'll see multiple 217 contracts as the project progresses.
Okay. You said one for each vendor.
It'll be one for each vendor, and probably one for each phase.
And we make it the contract with each vendor?
Yeah, it'll be the stock forms from USDA, basically just outlining the project tasks that are gonna be completed for that specific contract. They just handle things a little bit differently than some of the others.
So and just for clarification, without having it right here, I'm sorry, I'm not sure why they didn't get these printed off, but anyway. So 217 is phase 1, schematics, explanation of what's going on, what have you. Like Commissioner Roberts said, there's no financial commitment the commission has to pay out of it or anything. It's just fortifying the continuance of working with Thrasher.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. So pending getting that document, I make a motion to approve the Form 217 concerning the USDA Reconnect Broadband Project pending review and signature.
This right here. is,
Well, see, that's in addition to, that's just the contract writer for,
Right, but
But the
it
217
does
is a
cover-
standalone
it does-
document.
It does cover 217.
that's in addition to the original 217.
All right, there's a motion on the floor, is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
And then next, they have it on here, consideration of a standing agenda item for the Nicholas County USDA broadband project.
And that's really just to cover, just to keep the project moving along.
Just
in case
if you
something
want to
goes
come in
wrong.
here, you can, you're already set.
Pretty-
Okay, that can be
If that's
done.
acceptable to your.
Lindsay, you
If you're
handle that?
good with that.
Make sure they're on the agenda once a month or every meeting.
Yes, it should be next.
You want every meeting or once a month?
Probably every meeting.
Okay, make sure that's handled.
And then we'll let you know, if we don't need to be here, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll expect you.
Otherwise, we will be here.
With donuts. Just saying.
So that's all on that.
On that particular one, yes.
Consideration of an authorizing resolution to allow for approved documents to be signed outside of regularly scheduled county commission meetings.
And
And what
this-
is that specifically for?
That is to go along with the standing agenda item. This is just, so if something comes up that maybe there was a clerical error or something that changed that wasn't financial, no numbers were changing or anything like that, that needs to be resubmitted or re-signed. That way it keeps with the project's flow, makes USDA happy. You know, they don't have to wait for an additional meeting, they don't have to wait 2 weeks every
Sometimes
time.
3.
But if anything changes substantially or financially, it will be on an agenda.
Council, would there be a way, or I guess I'm the only signator here, would there be a way for us to work with that and a way for council or the executive assistant or someone from the office to send to each commissioner for approval and then send back to me, or, I mean,
Yeah, we have to look at the statute to see if you're allowed to do that. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know how far your approval.
right. Because as they mentioned, it's not necessarily gonna be fiscal notice,
Yeah.
but I guess it could still be contractual, arguably, so.
Could be.
Maybe if we could table that after legal counsel's review, because definitely not against it, I just want to check
Oh,
the
sure.
process on how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought this statute.
Yeah,
And to clarify, these would be documents that have already been approved by the commission. You know, maybe there could be a clerical error, it could be something that USDA changes minorly.
I just know we just brought Mike in on a contract we approved 2 months ago to vote on again, so I just want to make sure, because for precaution, you know, to be forthright, but then that way we can check our options on something of this nature. And then, is that all on that?
That's it?
And then you do have the Hinkle Mountain Broadband Project Resolution number 25.
We do. So this one is payment to Chantel for backhaul to CityNet for the term of 3 years. That's the amount of $66,700. That would take care of the backhaul issue. And we can give you a project update on that as well. The engineer did meet with the contractor on Monday. We're waiting for that report to come through, but barring no issues, we should have the final invoices for you by the next meeting.
But this dollar figure is included in all the original funding. This is not something extra.
No, correct, it's in the original contract. Yeah, it'll come out of the small cities block grant.
Okay. All right, we'll make a motion on
John understand?
The block grant from 2018.
Correct.
And is there a reason it's not 17?
The state requested they shift because of the
Okay.
expiration.
Okay,
Yeah,
as
that's
long, I mean, as long as the state's
It's more of a, just a technicality there.
satisfied, that's my biggest concern. So, I can make a motion to approve resolution number 25 concerning the Hinkle Mountain Broadband Project Resolution, number 25, concerning the payment to Shenandoah Cable Television for the backhaul internet to be provided to the project.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor, is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. We signed these, or do we sign them next?
Well, so like, I just kept a solid copy together, here we can sign it. Because you have multiple.
Okay.
And just to clarify real quick, back on the USDA project, is there authorization for Commissioner Cole to sign all of the USDA documents?
Yeah, that was part of his.
My motion was pending that, so they voted for it.
Just making sure that was clear, that you'll have to sign all of the USDA documents, not just the ones that have been. Okay.
And maybe, especially getting started, like I know you handed me this here, but maybe we could meet at your office and make sure, go through it together.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll be glad to do that whenever, but then that way, I'm not sending you something, hey, you didn't sign this. I don't want to hold you up any more than anybody else. 121.
Okay, anything else?
I believe that's it.
Thanks, Gunn. And you're coming back here in a few minutes?
Yeah.
All right, so we will move on to Miss
Get a
Anita
copy made for
Groves
us.
and Mr. Steve Burkholder, representing the Nicholas County Fair.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're,
if you take it, hey,
first
she
of all,
can
we'd
make
like
a
to
copy.
thank the
Yeah.
county for everything that they've done for us in the past 2 or 3 years to help with security and everything at the fair. The sheriff's department has done just an amazing job, especially last year was really great. We are hoping possibly this year to have something a little bigger. We're looking at it. So it may require just a little bit more help with security.
Yeah. That's all I was looking
We can't guarantee anything yet, but we're looking. And to try to make the fair a little bit bigger deal.
Should be one of those last pages.
Because this is 100 year? Is that correct?
This is 100.
Actually, it's the 103rd year, but really, we're saying it's the 101st
Okay,
year.
okay.
We just were hoping for overtime again for the deputies, especially if we have what we are working on. We have very generous sponsors in the community, business sponsorships and that type of thing, but the security would be a big deal, especially for Saturday.
Especially for Saturday, if everything comes together.
Yes.
Yeah, 99% sure it's not in there.
And as you know.
No, the sheriff did not apply for it already.
I spoke with him, but I told him that we would be for you guys. So,
Thank you, Commissioner.
and we're not here just with a handout. We are working, we do bingos, we do
Oh, absolutely.
fundraisers, to try to keep things going. So we're very self-sufficient that way.
Superman.
Speak of the man.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, I was getting ready to call you.
Oh,
We're here to
gosh.
shake down you.
They said they'd go voluntarily. Get them out of here.
Yeah, so, like with Jason last year, he worked the gate with us the entire time, and he was checking backpacks and just reaching out to people as they were coming in, and we did not have any issues at all last year, and the deputies were all around, so it'd be nice to have someone doing that again this year. Yeah, he did find some things going in too, so that was good.
You have a fiscal note and amount, or just the hours covered, or?
We just were hoping for the hours to be covered, and it may go into
Do you have any idea what your
overtime.
figure was last year?
I do not. I had that figured into my budget already.
It's not in there.
Which,
It could be without being a line item.
well,
Oh.
it's not like, yeah, it's like just figured into the $50,000 overtime budget that you gave me.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and I just figured if I needed more or something like that, then I just come and ask for it then.
Understood.
But pretty much, I'd like to try to get, I've been looking at the 10 by 10 canopies like the Rotary has with Sheriff's Department. I'd like to get one of them set up there right like beside of theirs, so whenever
Yes.
people come, they'll see that. My guys can be there too and
Great.
Good use of opioid
and
funds.
help.
Honestly,
It
Yeah.
might
because you can use that everywhere.
deter, yeah,
Yep.
and it might deter
Or even set up a couple of stations through, so even if they're not manned, you guys can go, sit down and get some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely open to
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we could use opioid funds for that.
So really, in your interpretation today,
But I've
Sheriff,
worked-
we're just looking at approval for them to cover that
You're good with it?
event.
Oh, yeah.
Funding wise, we don't need to look at that right now. Okay, that makes it easy.
And I have spoken with the chief of police at the
Mhm.
city as well, so he said, whatever we needed. We haven't gone before the city yet, so I don't know.
$50,000.
Yes, right.
So that
Payable
would
to the
be
Nicholas
that.
County Sheriff.
Right.
The
Residual funds.
He's a new guy, he won't catch him.
Ask for 100 and settle at 50.
Residual funds.
And we wanted a commitment to work the gate one night with the elected officials.
Got tired of calling us all these times, didn't you?
Totally. So if we get it on the record, that's
Yeah.
Could you find it a cool, is there any chance we could have a fall fair?
Wouldn't that be so nice?
So are we making that motion for them to do that?
Yeah, we would like that. We'll reach out to several elected officials for that night. Yeah, I think you guys like to do that anyway.
We enjoy it. Gary likes Shelby's hair.
As long as I'm in town, yes.
Yeah, for sure. We are
Anyway,
applying for grants and all that to try to
Keep
keep the cost down for everybody.
We've been told that we are the cheapest fare in the state of West Virginia.
You guys know
And we
Braxton's not
But,
having
but
one this
we
year.
want to be the
Really?
best. We don't want to be the cheapest, we want to be the
Well, I
best.
think
Well,
it's been pretty
we're
good.
working towards
Let's bring that up to more even.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's good. If we get what we're looking at, it will be
Yes.
amazing.
I'd say with with Braxton, Paul's and theirs for at least 1 year, that I'd say a lot of folks will be coming this
Mm-hmm. I
way
think
as
so
well.
too.
A lot more
I
foot
think so
traffic.
too, yeah.
And I think with the deputies there, it gives a whole nother level of.
It does.
And,
Perception.
and you got some new uniforms, they don't have to be so hot,
yeah.
so.
It's
But yeah,
good.
we need a motion on
I'll work the gate if the sheriff works the dunking booth.
that. All the time.
He stays up there the whole
With
time.
no grill, right? No protective grill.
No, we'll put a grill on it.
Gary could have the bull.
There you go.
Amen. But, pending the sheriff's approval, which we seem we have, the Nicholas County Fair, I'll make a motion to add it to the overtime budget and schedule with the sheriff's department.
There's a motion on the floor, is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, we really want to thank you guys
Yes.
for everything that you all did for us,
You
We try.
before the county.
You guys went above and beyond, and we appreciate it. Hope we will be.
Need it for vice president,
Glad
right?
to
Have a good day, guys.
Bye. Okay, Tug will leave us.
John, come back.
Okay, give us a break. How do I know that? Come up on top.
What?
When it's on, how do I know? Like what it
When it
just said?
says, top right, when it says recording.
Okay. Okay, we're back. We're back again with John Tuggle, Executive Director of Region 4. And alone, but it says he's with somebody. Don't talk to him while you're here.
We can't see them.
Talk about the Wilderness Water Project.
Yes, Patty contacted us with some discrepancy in the record keeping. We need to look into it. We looked at ours, everything lines out. What we have lines out with what she has as far as the draws and the information she has. What we need to do over the next month, and we're not worried about getting payment or anything right now. We're worried about straightening it out.
Right, yep.
And it's a banking issue. There's coding somewhere that got fouled up because both our records line up as far as the draws. It'd be an accounting thing where something got miscoded or something at a bank. I know that we didn't receive the money that we can see yet. We'll have to verify that.
Right.
So that's the issue. is that, and we'll kick that down the road. We don't need it right now. We can figure it out. Come back to you with the correct answer. But we had two different people look at ours separately, two different sets of eyes, and both of them went through it, and we couldn't find anything on our end. So,
Okay.
But the figure that we have left is 362261. But you show we're owing you 14.7.
Correct.
Okay. So
And
11.
That's correct. That's what the banking stuff is saying, but that's not what the.
So do you
draws
want me
stuff
to
is
sign this this PO to go ahead and do the 3622 that we do know?
Well, let's just wait.
Okay.
Let's
okay.
just wait and make sure everything's kosher, and then we'll do whatever the real number is. It's gotta be there, so we'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Okay.
We won't worry about that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay?
Appreciate you. Okay, Miss Lindsay Brady, Director of Grants, resolution for year 26. Grant RMPB. What is it?
Yes, so this is the Records Management and Preservation Board. Last year, we applied for digitalization of land books. We won it. We're reapplying for $9,995. This is the resolution that goes to that.
And what does it cover this year?
Same thing, land books.
Land books.
Same amount?
Yeah.
So that's with the assessor's office.
Yeah, so Bobby is doing, like, it's under Bobby,
Right.
but Betty has them doing the land books instead.
So you know when we
But we might end up having to file an amendment, Betty told me this morning, to switch it up. I guess the land books have red lines, and she's afraid that the scanning might not pick that up, and if it doesn't, then we're gonna ask to move this to Bobby's documents. But when I Googled it, it said that it will pick up the red line, so.
Okay.
Well, no, next week.
Yeah, because one thing, a couple of different surveyors have brought to my attention in the last 6 months, and I just keep forgetting to bring up, is the parcel books, what are they called? No, the maps in Bobby's office, that are called parcel books or,
Land books? Land books?
basically,
book?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are downstairs.
Well, the ones that are in the back over here, because I just pulled one the other day.
Is it a
Plat
plat-
maps.
Yeah.
Like, like.
Oh, you mean the ones that are inside the safe?
Yes.
Yeah, those are like map books.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're not digitized. If we could go after that at some point.
That's what we'll do
Put
for
on a
next year
radar
then.
at
Or
least.
if we decide to switch it up this year, that's what we'll go for.
Okay.
And
I
then
mean, this is good, but yeah.
And then I also just have an update, I need a
Who
signature.
signs this?
Bobby will need to sign it. And then this is on our $602,000 funding, the CFG Community Facilities, and it's just the contract. We've already won the award, we're just finalizing it to get paid.
All right, get paid.
That's the fun part.
Okay. Do we need a motion on this?
I'll make a motion to pass the resolution on January 21st, 2026, to apply for
Digitize
the
books.
West Virginia Records Management and Preservation Board to receive and administer fiscal year 27 RMPB grant funds.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried. All right, we have a motion on this courthouse facilities grant, $602,000. That is what that is, correct?
Yes. The elevators, we call it the elevators grant, so everybody recognizes it.
Now, which funding source is this coming from?
The community, USDA actually, the community facility. So this was a CDS request that we
Right.
won. Now it's been passed off to the USDA for,
Funding agency?
yeah.
So, in signing this, just curiosity, what kind of timeline do you think we're looking at? So we're probably not looking until next fall,
Oh, no, I don't
like
think.
we would be if it
So
stayed
we've
as a
already-
earmark.
Yeah, we've already won, we won it last year, actually, so that's already been put through. Now that the USDA has it, they just send me links of like signatures that we need. Once we get all that finalized, I mean, I'm going to estimate maybe 2 months. I don't think that it'll be much longer than that, but again, it's a grant, so.
And this is for elevators of the courthouse and annexes.
Yeah, it's the
There's a whole list of
elevators, parking,
Sidewalk.
HVAC, it'll help with our HVAC grant. They'll go together so that we can replace the entire system. Couple carports was in it, just odds and ends like that.
Okay. Yes, that's right.
Can't make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the president to sign the fiscal year 26 congressionally directed funding of $602,000 for signature to the, what agency?
USDA.
USDA.
Motion on the floor. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion is carried.
Thank you.
We good?
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. President, I'd make a motion to recess until 1 p.m. today for the last agenda item of today's meeting.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor to recess. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Recess till 1 o'clock.